Good morning and happy fourth Sunday of Advent. I pray that this is a day of good rest for you. We're not able to meet in person because of the large number of people who have the flu. In our part of the country, according to the CDC, we've gone from a high number of people who have the flu to a very high number. And so we ask that God bless our decision to not meet in person today, so that the chain may be broken, so that we may be able to meet in person soon. So God bless all of those who suffer from the flu this day. May God's healing hand be upon them, and may the Spirit of peace give us rest this day for all who truly need it. We will be having a traditional Christmas Eve service at 5 o'clock on this coming Tuesday, and masks will be provided for all who desire, and we'll invite folks to separate and kind of spread out if we can, as far as we can, so that we can limit our exposure. But let us not neglect the fourth Sunday devotion of Advent. When the people were looking for deliverance, the prophet Micah declared, "But you, O Bethlehem, from you shall come forth for me one who is to rule in Israel, whose reign is from old, of ancient days." That's from the 5th chapter, the 2nd verse of Micah. But what if Micah is speaking to us today? What if he was proclaiming, "But you, O Hillcrest, but you, O Gibson Chapel, from you shall come forth for me"? What? What might God be calling forth from us to say or to do or to be? What a remarkable invitation that God continues to speak to us today. God invites us to receive the promises of God's salvation and the sustenance of God's mercy and grace, enabling us to live the promise of God bearers to the world. As Christ was born in Bethlehem, so we too must answer the call and the invitation to have Christ born again among us today and every day. We light this candle of love as a sign of our commitment to live as people of God's promise, a promise of salvation and flourishing for all people that spring forth from God's love for all of creation. The candle of hope. The candle of peace, the candle of joy, and now, my friends, the candle of love. And all God's people said, Amen. God bless you until we meet again in person.